Yo guys, it's your boy, Chrissy Boy HD here, and we're back again. You know what we're gonna do already, but before you clicked on this video, it's gonna be once again our career mode videos as Raymond Grosjean, and this time out we're here in Austria. And if you didn't know by the title, it's gonna be raining pretty much this whole race weekend, so it's gonna spice up the things a lot. This is gonna be our first wet run and we're gonna have in the car, so it's gonna be very interesting. So last time out in Canada, we had a very strong P2 result and our pace was just fantastic, so I was really happy about that. So I shall see you when we start our qualifying lap here in Austria. So we are gonna start our flying lap here in Austria for qualifying, and as we're gonna go down straight into turn one, this corner is, I find it very enjoyable because you just have to clip the apex just about right, and we won wide there. We didn't get too much time, we didn't get track exceeding track limits warning, so that's fine. And coming up to the first sector, we are in P1 with a 17.6 in the wet, which is decent. And coming out of this corner is so hard to put the traction down. And yeah, I mean, I didn't make a wet setup. I had a wet setup for Austria just laying around on the save menu thing, so I just went on there, and it felt quite a low downfall, so it's really hard to control. But we are still in P1, which is really good and surprising to see. But I think Lotus may get us anytime soon around this corner. The aero package, I'm sorry, but it's just not up to scratch. I mean, I couldn't do it. The car just through these sections of the corner, it felt all over the place. And now we drop down into P7, which is below our target. And the annoying thing is, in the dry, I can do about an I think it's a 1.8 seconds, 0.9. So that would be got pole easily, to be fair. But coming around the final corner, we do this about perfectly, and it's going to be P6 for the Austrian Grand Prix.
What a brilliant session for Red Bull. With both their cars sitting comfortably at the front of the grid for tomorrow's race, you do have to wonder if anyone else can challenge them.
It's been a great session for the team. They've really been pushing hard to make this happen, and their hard work has been rewarded.
I'm sorry, but what are Crofty and Anthony Davis on about? Red Bull sitting comfortably in the front row of the grid. They're 8th and 15th. You just have to think, like, who puts these commentary lines together? Anyway, forget about that. We have reached our target in P6, which is good, about a second off Lewis, which is that's, I would say that's decent. I'm fairly happy with that result, considering that our aero package is not the best. But I will see you for the start of the Austrian Grand Prix. Catch you there. We are gonna start out on the full wet tyres for the Austrian Grand Prix. We've got 4 lights, 5 lights. It's lights out and away we go. Lights taking forever to turn out, and we seem to get a bad start for once. I think Massa might have us here, but he's alongside us, so now we're going to dive up the inside. And we had a bit of contact with Kimi Räikkönen, I think, and he goes off with Williams, and I think Massa got taken out as well. So we're going to have a replay of that off board here, because that was a lot of stuff that happened going into the turn one. So as you see, we've got a bad start here, but we just put it up the inside like we did, and Räikkönen seemed to turn into us, and I think he took out yeah, we're going to get on board for Kimi Räikkönen's car. He turned into us, spun, and he took out Valtteri Bottas, so that was really weird. We're going to take a replay on board with Valtteri Bottas, him getting taken out here, and the last replay is going to be on board with Felipe Massa. So we're going to put the inside. He turns into me, and then he goes off, and he just has contact with Vettel and just spins out. So yeah, that was very surprising. But I would cut on to the end of lap 5. I felt ready that it was for the intermediate tyres, and the air I'd have boxing for the intermediate tyres as well. So we are going to come in to put on the green wall intermediate tyres. So it was about 5 laps of full wet tyres, which was alright. I had to get off there, could have stand there. But as you see, Hamilton got held up, and we're going to jump Hamilton in the pit stop. I think if the Lotus boys can give us a good stop, I think we're going to get Hamilton, and we're going to jump him into P2. And what's the time going to be? It's going to be a 2.4 seconds. I think that is good. Yes, so we have jumped Hamilton and we're up into P2, and now we're on the intermediate tyre, and this felt a lot better. And this pit exit, oh my gosh, it's literally so hard to get out. The amount of times I put it in the wall is unbelievable here. But yeah, we're cutting on later to lap 9 here, and we are under attack from Sebastian Vettel. Surprise, surprise. But he's going to go put it up our around the outside, and we've been contacted with him. Oh no, Sebastian Vettel goes into the wall there. Absolute scenes here in Austria. We're going to take a replay on board with Sebastian Vettel's car. As you see here, we just went wide there. I don't know what happened, and he goes alongside us, bangs wheels, and we're like, no, we're on the racing line, and I just tapped our rear left, and he's in the wall, and he lost his front wing, and that's pretty much game over for Sebastian Vettel there. And on lap 9, as we can see, DRS has been enabled there, so the stewards thing is dry enough to enable DRS, and that's a very important thought to think about. And as we come on to lap 11 now, it's time for the dry tyres, and this is just perfect timing because it's just the right amount of laps for the Red Bull tyre, the super softs, to go. So that is absolutely perfect timing for the track to dry out. And this is actually going to be our first ever race in this career mode where we're going to two-stop it, as it's a 25% races. So yeah, very interesting stuff. Let's see what the Lotus boys can give us.
Go now.
Are you fucking serious? A 0.8 second pit stop? Nah. GG Cody's. Fucking G. Amazing stuff there. Really good stuff. Wow, the Lotus boys, they must be, whoa, they must be getting some bare cash to be doing that. Bloody hell.
5 minutes time. 5 minutes.
And yeah, very surprising about that. So
Stevens is the fastest man on the track right now. He's just posted the fastest lap of the race.
Will Stevens, the legend, the fastest man on track. You heard it here first. Will Stevens, he's going to be a world champion, mate. It's guaranteed world champion, Will Stevens. And as we come in here, we're going to set our fastest lap of the race, our personal best. Not the fastest lap of the race, but our fastest lap of the race for us, which is a 10.1, which is very decent. And just on the dry tyres, the car felt absolutely fantastic, but we couldn't catch up with Nico Rosberg. And the Austrian Grand Prix here. So as we come around the final 2 corners, I'm very happy to get P2 considering a wet start and our setup wasn't the best, but we come around the final corner to take P2 in the Austrian Grand Prix.
So it was the German national anthem that was played on the podium for our race winners today, Mercedes.
It was a fantastic performance and one that they should be very proud of. Every part of the team pulled together to achieve today's result.
After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
Another fantastic race for us. This is probably about, I think, our 4th podium in a row, and Lewis Hamilton actually finished 7th, and that's absolutely massive because we cut the lead down to 19 points in the Drivers' Championship, and Rosberg got back up into P4, so he's looking like a threat again. And Vettel didn't score much points during that race, and we are still in P3 for the Constructors' Championship. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And also, I'll see you for the next race, which will be my home race, but not Romain Grosjean's home race, because obviously it's French, which will be at the Silverstone Grand Prix, another track that I love. So I'll see you guys there. Peace.